The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the March 24th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. Go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, and in our Tigers, then, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, mixed bag out here. You got the Dow up 236, the S&P up 10, the NASDAQ up 100, the Russell's up 3, the semis up 10, Tranny's up 277. They're the big winner, up 2% today. Spot volatility trading below its 50-day exponential moving average. It's trading at 20.03. Gold's up 7.70. Silver's up 4 pennies. Light sweet crude up 13 cents. Natural gas up a penny. 30-year Treasury's up 3 ticks. Trading out at 156.08. Leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside. It's Booking Holdings up 26. Well, it's really $27 would be AutoZone. Then Booking Holdings at 26. Azimil Holdings up 24. Lam Research 16. To the downside, it's the Trade Desk off 42 points. Nearly 6%. Shopify 41 points, 3.5%. GameStop, well, forget about that. MicroStrategy off $33, 5%. Mercado Libre down 2% or $28. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. There are a couple requests. Why don't we get to the request line here first, and we'll go take a look at the general markets. The first request is coming in from Michael. And Michael wants to take a look at MJ. You own MJ. You're in it for the long run, but it's pulling back. Can you say where the next buy will be? So if we just take a look at this 3-panel chart out here, Mike, we'll see that the daily chart shows that price is trading with inside its bullish structured profile. Should this continue to move lower, and we'll take a look at our other chart patterns out here, your buy zone would be, because it's a nice bullish structured profile for MJ, would be between the price level of 20.51 and 21.51. So you got about $1 spread there. Your average true range on this is $1.23, and that's at this moment. So your stop needs to be about 1.618 times $1.23. But now is not the time to enter. Prices consolidated in the weekly profile. Prices found support at the top of the monthly profile. That's 2010. So that 2051 to 2151, that's a pretty solid area. Of course, on a short-term time frame, you'd like to see some type of bottoming signal. Let's pull over MJ. Let's take a look at its daily time frame right now. Here on this chart, what do we see? Nothing here, Mike, that suggests otherwise. So that, and you're going to be in bar number 5, it looks like today, of a TD9 count. That says a bottom here could form in 3 to 5 sessions. And you'd like to see that occurring, if this pattern retains itself, in that 2051 to 2151 level. Short-term time frame out here, we don't see a bottom. Well, it is trying to bottom. It tried to bottom yesterday. Well, this morning, I take that back, at about 11 o'clock this morning. But that has somewhat failed. It has failed to get any kind of momentum. Michael, wait. It looks like this might pull back into the 2051, which is fine based upon where you own this thing at. And I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The second question, this one's coming from Tim M. And Tim wants to take a look at ticker symbol GM. So let's go take a look at, oops, not GMN, GM. Come on, Steve. You know better than that. All right, well, I'm going to have to let the charts try to populate on my other screen for GMN. Not a symbol, but nonetheless, my screens will try to do what I type in there. So we're taking a look at General Motors, trading right now out at 56.62. What do we know about General Motors? Daily, bearish structured profile. Yesterday, price closed below 56.88. A second consecutive close below 56.88 would signal, Tim, that price is likely to pull back to the 53.22 range, the bottom of that profile. You're looking for an entry on the daily and weekly perspective. So there you go. You got 53.22 as an area to look. Price has pulled back into, the week is not over, pulled back into its weekly profile, and it closed this week below 56.97, supports what we just looked at on the daily time frame. What happens if price closes above it? Well, then we have two different signals out there. So on a weekly basis, since we're giving you a price level objective of around 53.22 for an entry, watch this week and see if price closes below 56.97. If it does, it just increases your probability that that is a likely outcome. If we take a look at my white background charts, we're going to see that there's a valid top. Perfect. You've got wave number 7. You've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. So you've got two tops out here. That really suggests getting down to the bottom of that daily profile, that 53.22 range. If there's no bottoming signal on a short-term time frame, and if price closes below 53.22, the message, Tim, that it's sending to you is that price wants to get back to its breakout area, and that's at $50.25. You mentioned weekly out here. We looked at the weekly. So the weekly has, as we speak right now, and I don't know what the end of the week will look like, but on a weekly basis, it's confirming a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Now, it's confirming it, but the full confirmation would occur if price could close below the oscillator and change line. That's at 56.06. So you already have one level you're looking at on a weekly basis. I'm going to give you a second level. The question would be, and I hear Tim asking, but Steve-O, what happens if price doesn't close below 56.06? Well, then you're kind of in neutral territory, because even though you'd have a valid top out here, price has held that first key level of support. That's that oscillator and change line. Nonetheless, let's go with the current strategy. We know the weekly's got a topping pattern. The daily's got a topping pattern. I don't know what's the monthly got out here. It's got a topping pattern as well. You're going to be bar number 9 of a TD9 count. So we're going to answer your question this way. You're looking for a long entry right now. We're going to say that's either 50.25 or thereabouts or 53.22. So that was for Tim. I hope that helps you out, Tim. Thanks so much for writing in. Hey, folks, I'd love to hear from you as well. And that goes for everybody inside the Tigers Den. So Danny, was QQQ question mark. Was that for me or was that for somebody else? I'm going to assume right now that that was for me, but if it was for somebody else, well, don't tell me, because then I'll be confused even more. But let's go take a look at the QQQ series ETF via none other than the NQ out here. We want to see what's going on inside the equity futures contract, and in fact, which are getting hammered right now, down 117 points. Now I say getting hammered, I'll pull over the short-term time frame charts and we'll look at that. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a hard breakout here. But right now, the NQ just consolidating inside a very wide profile, Danny. That's between 12,310 and 13,206. When we come back from this break, let's go take a look at the short-term time frame charts for the NQ, get a feel for any kind of signals out here. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn. and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So the chart's on the screen here. NASDAQ futures contract. And what we have here, multiple time frames. So we're looking at the monthly, the weekly, the daily, 5-hour, 4-hour, 2-hour, 30-minute, and the 15-minute charts out there. So it gives us a real good, now each chart's going to generate a different signal, but helpful to understand what's going on. So in a larger picture, and let's begin there. Let's begin with the monthly time frame chart. What we know about the monthly time frame chart is that it has generated a TD9 count top. The only way that that gets negated is a close above the price level of, see if I can grab this here pretty quickly, 13,599.75. A close above that, and price would be off to the races to the upside. Now, on a monthly basis, the signal is neutral. The reason it's neutral, very much like the GM chart that we looked at, I don't remember if that was a monthly or weekly, but in either event here, we can see you've got a valid top, and price has pushed its way back to support. Support is that oscillator and change line. It's green, so it's bullish, but we've got a topping signal. Therefore, we've got the overall neutral for the monthly. The weekly has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Price here has found support at its the bottom of its weekly profile. So nothing broken there. Again, price has got a top. Price has pushed its way back to support. So in essence, its signal is neutral. The daily time frame generated a TD9 count top. That led to an A to B equals CD to the downside. It's not drawn in here, but you can visually see that. And that was confirmed with that bullish piercing candle. And now price is just kind of consolidating sideways as it has for about the last 2 weeks out here. 5-hour chart has got a TD9 count top as well. The 240-minute, no pattern other than right now price is pulling back to support. So you'd watch 12,873. A close below 12,873 would suggest 12,681. The 2-hour time frame chart, although I don't see a topping signal per se, price is below all levels of support, and so 12,788 is the message. So we got 12,681, 12,788. That is assuming, that is if you see a close below the 12,873 mark. The 30-minute time frame, as well as the 15-minute, you can see they're trying to generate Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signals. What's required on a 30-minute basis here, Danny, is some type of bullish reversal candle. Now, it's only 120. In the next 10 minutes, price could move higher. You could have a bullish hammer candle. If you did that, then the signal would be a move up to the 12.99 level. That's its oscillator and change line. If you don't get a bullish reversal candle this half hour, you're looking for one at the 2 p.m. hour, and then perhaps one at the 2:30, and so on and so forth. If you get that bullish reversal signal, again, that suggests at least a counter trend rally into the oscillator and change line, which is held as resistance, and that's in the 12.990 level. So that's what's going on, really. How does that impact the Qs? Well, it directly impacts the Qs, but you had a question about the Qs, and so let me just punch up their screens for you. And to do that, well, I guess I needed to do this instead. So what I'm doing here is just kind of experimenting. I've got multiple screens and trying to see if I can smoothly maneuver my screens, show you guys different patterns and things that are happening. So we're back to the Qs chart out here, Danny. Remember on the weekly time frame when we looked at the NQ, we showed how price had held its profile. So if you're asking me with regard to the Qs, and in essence this is set up a potential consolidation, the zone out here, really what we're saying is support and resistance. Support, closing basis, because the body of the candle is the essence of price. Those wicks, those lower, upper, and lower shadows out there, nothing more than the screaming memes out there. Those are the extreme emotions during that time period. So get to it, Steve-O. 308 to 331. That is your consolidation range out there. And right now, where price is sitting, Danny, right on its point of control. That's at 315, and you are at 314.70. So right now, this is where buyers and sellers inside the QQQ series ETF believe there's fair value inside that entire range out there. So hope that helps you out and answers your question with regard to, hey, Steve-O, what's going on with the QQQ charts out there? Let's go to our next question. This one coming in from John in Sarasota. John wants to take a look at Google, G-O-O-G, and the question is what? What do the charts show? Okay, so let's go take a look at the googly one. In fact, let's do this. Well, I guess to do it right, which we want to. Well, let's do this here. This is where it starts to get a little bit less smooth, but that's okay. Well, let's give it a shot. So here is Google, and if we take a look at what is it really doing out here, what's the message that we can give to John? It has created this potential of an island top, and it's just been trading sideways, in essence, ever since it had gapped up. Maybe it was a few days later, but here, in essence, is the consolidation. And if price were to gap down, what I mean by gap down, I mean trade below, close below, never touch the level of 2002.02. If price were to gap below that area, that would set up one heck of an island top, and that would suggest lower price. But, John, you don't have that right now. So you've just got this consolidation, this sideways movement out there. Is there anything else that we can provide to John? Well, we can show him other charts, so let's do that. Here's the daily time frame chart. Nothing here to help us out. Nothing different, I should say. Weekly time frame chart. Any kind of topping signal? No, there's not. So just this consolidation. Monthly time frame chart for Google does have a TD9 count top. That occurred last month. So you do have a longer term time frame signal of a top, but you don't have that on the weekly. And on the daily, well, you do have wave number C. That's letter G, we can see. But just that sideways movement out there, John. So nothing more than that. Wish I could provide you more, but I can't provide you with more than the charts are giving to you and I. Let's go to our next question. This one coming in from Daniel. Daniel wants to take a look at what? Give me a second here to figure that out. That is JMIA. So JMIA, let's go try to figure out what that is. JMIA, not AI. IA, that is, you're just wondering where the charts say this is headed next. Well, that next stop could be right here, right now. You got to love that. Where's the right here, right now? Right here, right now is the bottom of its daily profile, and that's priced at 35.03. The low today, 35.15. So you're very close to what could be support. However, and you don't like to see this, but we don't know where the weekly chart ends. That's on Friday, obviously. And what I mean by that is currently price is trading below the bullish structured weekly profile. And that's currently printing at 36.69. Again, you are trading at 35.46. Now, does price close below that at the end of the week? I don't know. Let's go look at our other charts out here for Jumia Technologies. If we look at the daily time frame, which is what we're doing, we can see that this is going to be bar number 5 today of a TD9 count. You can see TD9 count breakout support, 31.91. What we can also see out here, Daniel, is that was formed with a hammer candle back on the trading day of March the 5th. So March the 5th, by the way, would be your swing point of an A to B equals CD to the downside if there was a close below 31.42. So write that down on your pad of paper, 31.42. 31.91 should hold, or where we're trading about right now should hold. But if it doesn't, and price gets below 31.91, we'll shoot. Then you're looking at a haircut. We're talking about a buzzsaw haircut. We're talking about the kind of haircut that would cut your price in half, get you down to 14.44. Is that the call we're making right now? No. We got to let the stock charts prove it to us. But with regard to JMIA, it's headed lower and either finds support in the next couple of days or heads down to that 31.91 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Hey, we come bearing gifts at the 1:30 p.m. Hour for you. Why we do that? Well, we're taking a look at the NQ, you and I, because Danny from New York was asking a question about the QQQ series ETF, and that forced us to go take a look at those intraday time frame charts. And what we suggested was on the 30-minute time frame, the price was moving lower, doing less relative energy, and we said, hey, maybe this forms a hammer candle by 1:30. Well, guess what? It did. That confirms on a 30-minute basis its Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Now, it's a pretty wide-ranging hammer candle. Your stop needs to be below the low of that hammer candle. Price should bounce up. So there's really a couple levels. So the first battle could be 12,931. The second battle, 12,952. The real battle, 12,979. What do you mean? Those other battles are fake battles? No. But the real battle, the real key battle to be watching is going to be that oscillator and change line, which is for the day, for the morning, has acted as a resistance out there. So that's at the 12,979 level. But if you're looking for a quick intraday type trade out there inside the NQ, you got the bottom signal for its 30-minute time frame. How long that lasts? Well, you've got to watch price as it hits and targets those resistance areas. That's assuming that it can get up there. But that is the signal coming from the NQ as we speak at 1:31 in the afternoon. Let's go to our next question out here. That next question coming in from Les J. Les says, I'm listening to today's show. If you have time, you bet. I just re-entered Exxon long. Could you analyze it for me to see how high it may go? Absolutely. So if we take a look at ExxonMobil, here's what we know right now. Yesterday looks to be a false flag, a false breakout below the bottom of its daily profile, which is at 55.67. So unless you really like to see price close above 55.67. Now, if it does that, you're inside the bearish structured daily profile. And resistance, really not that far above from where you're trading, 57.36 to 58.21. If price, on the other hand, were to take a nosedive, and that means your second close consecutively below 55.67, then the signal would be, hey, I may want to head back to 46.12, the bottom of a new weekly profile that is attempting to form. That's not the signal just yet, but I want to make sure that we take a look at both the upside and the downside out here. To the upside, well, if we take a look at the daily time frame chart, this formed a Rhodes momentum indicator top, and we can see at 55.88, which price closed below yesterday, back above today. That's its TD9 breakout area. So in reality, Les, price is pulled back to a breakout area. That's what you like to see. And if price can clear those resistance areas on the daily time frame, 58.21 would be a key area, then price should target its oscillator and change line. That is currently printed at 59.65. As price gets up to that area, it will not be printing at 59.65. If we take a look at the weekly time frame chart here for ExxonMobil, any kind of topping signal, yes, it's got a TD9 count top. So if the daily time frame fails, right now it has not, yes, there was a false flag, then, but if it does fail, what this is signaling to you, Les, is a test of the oscillator and change line, 52.46. Now, look, over time, this is a weekly chart, we're going to see price in that oscillator and change line catch up to each other. And it'll be the test and rejection is what you're looking for in order to really be able to stay in this from a long position from the weekly standpoint. Currently, that's printed at 52.46. On a monthly time frame chart, what do we have for ExxonMobil? Do we have anything? I don't have anything I don't have any signal, so to speak, other than to say that it is bullish. So that's what I see when we take a look at ExxonMobil. Again, your question was, where is this headed? I think we've covered that for you. You've got both the top and the bottom, and you understand those price levels that we mentioned to you because of identifying the breakout areas, the TAS market profiles, and anything else that we came up with. So best of luck to you, Les, with your trade on ExxonMobil. Let's go to the next question. Next question coming in from Jerry. Jerry writes in, he wants to take a look at QFIN. So let's get QFIN launched out here, and that is the 360 Digital Tech something or other. And Jerry's question, thank you for looking at QFIN, no problem. I'm long, but taking a beating here on this last drop. I like to add to my position looking for a good entry point. Well, one possibility is that entry point is right here, right now, Jerry. What do you think of that? Now, the reason that Stevie would say that, we're going to go look at all the charts. We'll be thorough here. But the reason that I say that is when the profile that is formed, the daily profile we're looking at, when this formed, I take that back. It didn't form with price above it because it really actually formed on the trading day of March 10th. But price got above that area. And so because it was a bearish structured profile, if this is just a counter trend move to the downside, Jerry, you would have picked out the center of that bearish structured profile as your entry area. And that's printing at 24.59. And price is printing at 24.56. You got to like that. So that's one possible entry point. Let's pull over the other charts for 360 Digital Inc. Here's the daily time frame. Daily time frame shows a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. If this level doesn't hold, Jerry, and we'll go take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart, then the signal would be 1980 to 2140. That would be where, and that's going to put more pressure on you, more heat, because you're already long. But I can't change that. I can only communicate to you what the charts are communicating to us. So we know right now, valid top. We also know if this is just a counter trend move, which is not likely because of that top, but still could be, then this would be a potential buying area. And if it were, we would see some type of signal on a 30-minute time frame. All right, Steve-O. Well, then get there already. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for getting me in shape. Well, voila. If we take a look at the QFIN for its 30-minute time frame, and the last 30-minute bar, that was at 130, that was a bullish piercing candle. To do what? Because the candle, the mere fact that it was bullish doesn't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And in order for this to get the swing, you need to see it close really above 24.87. Jerry, if you get it close above 24.87, says you at least should see some type of rally up to the 26.11 area, the top of that 30-minute profile. So it's got potential. But is it enough for you to go ahead and take that trade? I don't know. I haven't analyzed this chart other than the few, minute and a half or so, 90 seconds that we spent on it. I'm just looking at the other intraday time frame chart, see if there's any kind of signals out here. There's one on the 130-minute time frame chart, which generated a TD9 count bottom. And you'd like to see price, well, you must see price hold. That means not close below 24.37. Right now, you're at 24.61. If price closed below 24.37, it says 22.02 would be the number that it would be targeting. So coming back to QFIN, I'm going to say be patient here. First, that 30-minute time frame chart hasn't proven anything to you. If this closed above 26.11, then we could say, you know what, that could be a bottom or is likely to be a bottom out there. Otherwise, be patient. Because you may be able to pick this up at the 1980 to 2140 level. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that is what the charts are communicating to you and I. So, Jerry, thanks so much for writing in. Much appreciated. Thanks for listening, and have a great, wonderful Wednesday, and we'll look forward to, and best of luck with that trade. So are there any other requests out here? There are none. We've been through all of them. So what do you think of that? Not much, but we've got about 3 or 4 seconds before we start to hear the music queued up, where we'll go to a break. So right now we've got the Dow up 254, the S&P 13, NASDAQ 100 down 77, of course, on the 30-minute basis. That gave us a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal. We should see the NQ bounce up into the 12,979-ish type area. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So inside the Tiger's Den, Dan from Boston wants to take a look at Nike. The question is this headed to 129? How he's coming up with the 129, folks, if you look at the left-hand panel, you're going to see the daily time frame chart. You're going to clearly see a consolidation pattern that has been established in Nike. The 129 is in essence right around the bottom of that consolidation. Price right now, Danny, is trading below the bottom of its bullish structured daily profile. This would be day number 1. That price level is 135.13. A close today and then a close tomorrow below that would absolutely say 129 would be a target area. If you look at the weekly time frame chart, you're also going to see that price in essence has been consolidating for the last several months out here between its profile levels. Those range from 132 to 143 out there. If we take a quick peek, and we take a quick peek at all the other charts out there, first, give me a second here. You don't have to, but you must. And here's the other panel. So this is so I'm trying to set this up, folks, so that when you send in a request or by email or in the Tiger's Den or give us a call, as opposed to going to, and I don't know which way works better for you. I'm not sure which way works better for me either, but I'm trying both different ways. You've seen the one chart that we use where I just go panel by panel, daily, weekly, monthly, and so forth. This here gives us just in one quick snapshot live what's going on inside of a cash instrument here, Nike, for the different time frames that I track. Monthly, weekly, daily, 195 minute, that's 2 bars during the day. 130 minute, that's 3 bars during the day. 65 minute, the 30 minute, and the 15. Each of those can equally be divisible by the 6.5 hour time period that we trade. So on a monthly basis, what we can see about Nike is this formed a TD9 count top. Much like a couple of instruments that we looked at for that larger time frame, all that's happened is prices push its way back to support. Support happens to be at about 128 and change, or 129, another level that Danny was looking at, and that's the oscillator and change line. The weekly time frame chart, that has a Rhodes momentum indicator top, that signal there. Price finding support at the bottom of that weekly profile, again, 132.32. What happens if price closes below that? Well, you already see that in the chart. Where would price head to? Exactly, 125.63. The daily time frame chart really doesn't offer us any more information than what we looked at before, which was that consolidation pattern out there. The 195 minute, we can see formed a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Now price may be pulling back to support, Danny. That is the 132.37 area. If price closes below that, that's your signal that 129 is fair game. If that holds, well, there's no bottoming pattern, but price would have come back to a support level. I don't have anything to assist us on the 130-minute chart. There's nothing to say that's a bottom. The 65-minute chart, much like the NQ chart we looked at, we can see price, it's triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but on a 65-minute basis, you must get a bullish reversal candle. We don't have one. In fact, on this 65-minute bar, price is below a hammer candle. You know our expression, if you're long, you're wrong, meaning to expect and anticipate lower price. Nothing on the 30-minute, nothing on the 15-minute. So, Danny, to answer your question, is Nike headed to 129? If you get a second close below 135.13 tomorrow, I'm on board with that, because that's what the stock charts would be communicating to both you and I. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Sorry that I missed it the first time you wrote that request. Let's go to our next request out here. This one coming from Wayne. And Wayne wants to take a look at ticker symbol TALA. Did Wayne mean TALA or did he mean TSLA? I don't know. TALA. Let's go see if there is a symbol out there. There is not. So he was looking for Tesla. TSLA, I assume. Tesla was what he was looking for. And TSLA. Well, let's just do this here. It's going to just, I put it on my other black background chart, but I see my, where my Skype is on a different screen. And now you've got Nike for all the different time frames. Now you can see it's all populating, because for each of those time frames, it's got to go through all those calculations. Where are we right now with regard to the TD9 count? Rhodes momentum indicator signals. Where's the oscillator and change line? Where's the breakout levels, the breakdown levels? Where are the wave counts? The whole kit and the caboodle. So, Wayne, if we take a look at Tesla, your question is thoughts on Tesla this week and next week, not to be specific or anything there, Wayne. Support and resistance likely. And you'd like to know, where's this going to close on Friday? I don't have that kind of skill level. But what we know about Tesla, much like many of the charts we're looking at, look at that monthly time frame. Isn't it nice to just, for me, this is how I do a quick analyzation out here of an instrument that I would like to take a longer short position in. Put up all the charts, let me see what's going on, and voila, there you go. So on the monthly time frame chart, TD9 count top, Wayne, all that's taken place out here. On a long-term basis, price coming back and testing its oscillator and change line. That's printed at 538.50 right now. Weekly time frame has got a TD9 count top. It's got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. And price right now just trading in between support and resistance. You asked for those levels, 575.58, 756.04. The daily time frame out here, I don't have anything. I don't have much, I should say. And this would suggest price could pull back to the 557, 593. That is a bullish structured profile out there. That's what its chart signals are generating for you. The 195-minute chart, a TD9 count, price below the oscillator and change line, 638.32 is what you're watching. A close below that says 595.21. Just looking at the other time frame charts out here, we can see on the 65-minute price has busted through a TD9 count bottom. That suggests lower price for Tesla. 30-minute chart says, hey, I might find support at 640.30, so that would be about $5 below where we're trading right now. So overall, the intraday charts out here, other than just pulling back to support, no bottoming signals, anything along those lines. In fact, the 65-minute negated its bottoming. Well, it's negated at this stage. That bar hasn't completed, so there's a possibility that price trades up and it maintains that pattern. But overall, it does look like Tesla wants to head lower, and I'd be watching the 557, 575 type area. And I hope that helps you out, Wayne. As far as where's it going to go this week, next week, I just don't have that skill level. I wish I did. I truly wish I did, because if I did, I would give that information to you. I just don't have it. There you go. Let's go to the next question. This one coming in from Marty. Marty wants to take a look at CANF. So let me get that going over here. This is working out okay. CANF. So let's get that rolling here. I don't know what CANF is, but I'm going to find out while my charts are updating on one of my other screens. So CANF is, come on, Steve. CANF is, drum roll, Johnny. That is the Can Fight Biopharma. Whoosh, kapoosh. What do we got out here? That doesn't look right on my monthly chart. That's for sure. Well, maybe it does. Look at that big spike a couple of weeks ago. All right, so what's the question? What do the charts say about this, long or short? Oh, What do we see here? What do we see here? Man, I see a lot of mush. So we're going to skip the monthly chart. My monthly chart just got, the sideways move, so that's not helpful. I don't really have anything. Well, I do have something. So this thing had that big spike, CANF, and it retreated. Well, guess why it retreated? This is the weekly chart. Price got right up to that TD9 breakdown level of 405 and pulled back. Need the charts. You don't see the charts? Son of a gun. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We get back to this break. I'll make sure I show you the charts for CANF.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the Can Fight Biopharma. Ticker symbol there is CANF. And that is for Marty. And Marty, it's pretty simple here. It looks like this is going to be day number 2, consecutive-wise, below the bottom of a bullish structured daily profile that formed about 4 or 5 days ago. So support has failed. That says we go to our next area. And your question was, what do the charts say about this long or short? Now, you're not going to short a $2.32 instrument. So, but what it does say is price is headed lower. So the question is headed lower to where? If you're looking to buy this, your entry area is going to be around the $187 to $2 level. That is its bullish structured weekly profile. No guarantee that even price stops there, but that's what I would be looking at. And ideally, you would see some kind of pattern on the daily time frame. The bar today should become bar number 3 of a TD9 count. Well, shoot. That's bar number 3. That's 5 to 7 trading sessions before you'd see that kind of signal bottom. But maybe that's what we're looking at. So CANF looks like it wants to head lower, Marty. I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Let's see here. Any other requests? No other requests. I take that back. We do have one from our YouTube channel, and that's to take a look at ticker symbol WMT, Walmart. The question is Walmart consolidating? And the answer there is I don't see a consolidation pattern. Consolidation pattern would be one where you've got a very clear top that's been tested and a very clear bottom that has been tested. I don't really see that. When we take a look at Walmart, price right now is sitting at support. Now, support is really the bottom of its monthly profile, and that's at the price level of 131.67. You've got a weekly profile, brand new, that's forming today. Its support area is between 128.44 and 130.60. Prices above the center of that profile. It says Walmart should make its way to the top of that profile, and that's at 137.07. Do I see a consolidation pattern? The answer to that question is no, I do not. Yep, I'm just looking at my other charts. So, folks, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. Boy, this one flew by so fast. Thanks so much for sending in all those requests. Everybody in the Tiger's Den, everybody by email. And have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be safe out there.